Okay, here we are, and want to show off what's upcoming with Cloud. Basically, there's a lot of people that are saying that you need Elfreda's TM to make Cloud any good. And if that's the case, then that's a lot of summoning or very lucky rainbow pulls there. So you can see they're both 5 stars. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have Cloud. We'll start right off with him. He's got Buster style. Let's see. Buster's style is a sword. No, it's not a sword. It's an ability. Come on now. Effect: increase increase equipment attack when single wielding any weapon. Increase accuracy by 25% when single wielding any weapon. So that is what my understanding is correct. I think it might up it by I'm not even sure. Let's take a look first here. This will give us a better understanding of what's on everybody's mind here. Alright, so Martial Glove. Shin Double Hand. Now I gotta do this again. So Aurora, its other statistic. Okay, see, this is only attack by 50% and accuracy by 25%. That is just much lower. It's the accessory gives you attack plus 40 and double hand of that's just a little awkward there then. But it definitely does add to Cloud's amazing ability, or well, his these are gonna be hard to see, aren't they? Brave Slash, got a 2-time multiplier there. 3-time multiplier to single enemy on cross slash, inflicts paralysis 80% to one enemy. Blade beam, physical damage 3-time multiplier to all enemies. Climb hazard, physical damage 2.75 with ignore defense 50% to one enemy. Meteor rain, physical damage 1.8 with ignore defense 50% to all enemies. Finishing touch 4-times multiplier to all enemies. It's already got true double hand right there with Vanguard. Soldier First Class gives you an increase to everything by huge. Wow. Chance to ignore fatal damage 50% when HP is above 40%. Max 3 times. Wow. See, now he's worth getting. Definitely. Genova cells increase resistance to blind, sleep, confuse, and disease. Chance to counter physical and magical attacks 30%. Aggressive. Increase LB gauge 3 times. Omni Slash at max 6 star 10.5. 15 hits, it said as well. I don't know if anyone was able to see that. Statistics: 160 magic attack, and then 34 in pots. That's quite a lot. Now he is definitely worth it, whether you have TMs to go along with him or not. Elfreeda, we'll get to her as soon as we can. Obviously, is that Martial Glove. It says she's a physical damage roll, but I'm not quite sure about that. You can see her attack, defense, magic, and spirit are all almost the same. Attack is about 10 higher. Potting, yeah, they're all the same for attack, defense, magic, and spirit. No, wrong thing. So basically, what I'm noticing for her is, yes, she is a physical damage dealer, but she's also a tank. Like, Clever Smile. Increased chance of being targeted 100% for 2 turns to caster. Decrease magic and attack by 45% for 2 turns to all enemies. She's also a support at the same time. Remove all status effects from one enemy. Decrease attack for 45% for 3 turns to one enemy. Decrease, yeah, all the way down with those. Sub-Zero Blade, Shield, Heart, and Magic. They're all decrease magic defense, spirit, and attack. Vigorous Cry. It actually, look at this. Increased chance of being targeted 100% for 2 turns to the caster. Increase attack and defense by 80% for 2 turns to caster. In one ability, Vigorous Cry. So while she is a physical damage dealer, she's also an odd little tank. She covers a lot of different things. 40% chance to counter physical and magic attacks with falling snow. If this would move up, there we go. Fatigue's know-how. You get defense and spirit increases. She's got her own little mini version of double hand, true double hand, or Shin double hand, which, if my understanding is correct, Shin means evil, but Shin Ryu, Shenron, paralysis and confuse resistance, very nice. Yeah, this is very tanky in a lot of ways. Counter physical attacks. Don't you love when these things don't work properly? There we go. So she counters with, she has a 10% chance to counter with Ice Prism, which is a 6.5 with critical hit to one enemy. Is that 30% chance to do a 0.08 to all enemies. And decrease ice resistance. I think that's 30% chance as well. For 3 turns to one enemy. So she has Blizzaga, which is weird. Kind of. That's basically it for her. She's an interesting little character for 5-star. I definitely love Cloud, though. I really would love to get a Cloud. I would be saving. I'm saving for that as well. I'll be using all my tickets for that. Mage's Resolution is really good. I like the idea of this one. Was it 40%? I want to say. Let me see here. 40% increase to magic and 20% defense increase when equipped with a rod. Stack that with rod mastery. Very nice. Let's get back to our little buddy here, William. He is of the magic type, magic damage type, and well, he does have dual wield. He's all about stone, earth element. Foot Petrify kind of fits in with the earth element. Innocent Magicka is 2 times multiplier with 25% ignore spirit for 32 MP to all enemies. He has resistance to Petrify. Gets an extra 50% when equipped with a rod, 20%, so that's 70% altogether. As you can see, his spells here are Stonja, and Quake, which is our Earth version of Tornado. It's got 8 hits, so it's nice for comboing. Very nice. 9.4 to all enemies at max, 6-star. When your LB is maxed out. Very nice. And let's get to Conrad. Should we call him the Booby Prize? I don't know, because he's got a ridiculous TM, and it just popped up there for half a second for anyone that could see it. Let's go and take a look at it. Revolving Saw looks awesome, and even better, It's a great sword with 130 attack and the additional effect of damage range 100% to 160. So basically, I don't have. I mean, here we can look at it, but my understanding would be that it's basically like getting a chance at critical hits all the time without having a critical hit. See, this is the damage range. So with, let's see, wow, formula for physical damage. This is where it gets into math and it gets very confusing. But where's two-handed? Greatsword, 85% to 115. With this, it's 100 to 160, so it just upped it that much more for a greatsword. That's you can't call it critical damage, innate critical damage, maybe, but not quite. This is Conrad. I wanted to remember his name. I'll just look at him as Edgar, because he goes from 3 to 5 star. He's a machinist and basically does basically all the same stuff as Edgar does. Don't know what random sample is, but 25% chance of 4 different variables of attacks there. You get drill, sunbeam, auto bowgun, preservation, which is different. Heal split over 3 turns to all allies. Increase resistance to all status ailments, not bad. It's only 25%. He's a 5 star. You get the chainsaw, chaining saw as I like to call it, and you get 1 turn delay, 2 times multiplier, mitigate damage taken for 30%. Just avoid him other than for TMs, because that's no. Even he has a chance to counter physical attacks. He increases physical damage against mechanical monsters, but I think Edgar does that as well. Chance to counter physical attacks 30% with Booby Trap. Booby Trap inflicts 1 status ailment with 30% chance to 1 enemy. And unless there's some more that they're not showing there, that's a short list of status ailments. Poison, blind, paralysis, or petrify. Which isn't that bad, because who really... Disease is a 10% debuff on top of any breaks, debuffs you do. So he's a 5 star. So just get the TM, go for the TM. Yeah, step 1, go for the TM. Step 2, get the TM. Step 3, profit. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and this gives you a good idea about the banner. I want to, I don't know where I'm going with that. Have a good one.